Hello from St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa. Today's video will be how to create an Amazon Echo call light system, which will increase your patient's independence in a hospital or skilled nursing care facility. Here are the items needed to complete the adapted call light system. You can refer back to this picture to ensure that you have purchased the necessary equipment. Beneficial sites to use when purchasing this equipment include ADA Fruit, SparkFun, Banggood, and Amazon. Item 1 is a smart Wi-Fi plug TP-Link and will cost you about $30 on Amazon. Item 2 is an Arduino Uno board. In the video, I will be using the Arduino Uno clone. The only difference between the two is that the original Arduino Uno board will cost about $30 on Amazon, whereas the Arduino Uno clone will cost about $4 on Banggood. Item 3 is a single 5-volt Arduino relay, which keeps this project simple. This item can be found on banggood.com for about $2. Item 4 includes male and female jumpers. You will need 5 jumpers to complete this project. You can get a 40-piece set for about $2 on banggood.com. Item 5 is a single 2-pronged LED light. You can get a large set for about $4 on Banggood. Item 6 is a 1/4-inch mono jack that will cost you less than $1 on Amazon. Item 7 is a 1/4-inch mono plug, which will cost you less than $2 on Amazon. This mono plug has been adapted into a wire, which is very easy to create. Simply use 2 multi-stranded thin gauge wires and attach them to the posterior end of the 1/4-inch plug. Then solder and cover the wrap with electrical tape to ensure connection. Once the connection is secure, use a heat shrink insulator to protect the remaining wire. Item 8 is Velcro that will attach the Arduino board and relay onto the bottom of the box. This should be available in your therapy clinic, or you can purchase this item on Amazon. Item 9 is a 9-volt DC power supply transformer, or commonly known as a wall wart. You can purchase this item on Banggood for less than $5. Item 10 is a box to house the Arduino, relay, and wires. You can find many types of boxes for under $4 on Amazon or Banggood. In total, your finished call light system should cost you about $20 or less if using the Arduino Uno clone. When beginning to make your Amazon Echo call light system, you will need to set up your Arduino board. Materials used for this portion of the setup is an Arduino board. I will be using the Arduino Uno clone. However, you can use an Arduino Uno original. The only difference is that the Arduino Uno clone is around $4, where the Arduino Uno original is near $30. If you are in a critical care environment, we suggest that you use an Arduino Uno original because it is slightly more reliable. You will also need a single relay module. This will become your switch. So instead of going into a hospital room and needing to click manually for a nurse, you will be able to voice activate it, and this will become that switch. You will also need 5 male-female jumpers. So we have our jumper and the male-female. And these will then become the communicators between our Arduino and our relay, and also the Arduino and our LED light. The Arduino board is like a mini computer for our system. Now we need to set up the communication between our Arduino and our relay system. We will be using 3 jumpers. I like to use the jumpers that are already connected. However, you can also use jumpers that are single. So you can pick any color that you would like. I will start with purple, and I will put the purple male portion of the jumper into the first ground, which is located on the power section of the left-hand column of your Arduino. You then want to connect the female portion of the purple jumper onto the ground portion of your relay module, and this abbreviation is GND. Then I will take the blue jumper, and they may vary in color on your jumpers, and I will have the male portion go into the 5 voltage, which is how much power we will be giving this device. That is located on the left-hand portion in the power section of your Arduino board. You want to be very careful when using these jumpers, not to break them or damage them. I will then put the blue female portion of the jumper onto the abbreviation VCC on my single relay module. Our remaining jumper will then go into the opposite side of our Arduino board onto 5, which is our unit. So I will put that there. And then the remaining female portion of the green wire will go right in the middle and the last port of our relay module. Make sure everything is secure. Now you will need 2 jumpers. These are going to communicate from your Arduino board to your LED light. So for this portion, you will no longer need your relay. So my yellow female portion of the wire is going to go onto the 6th unit because that follows our Arduino program, which is uploaded onto GitHub for your convenience. And leave this end until we are ready to connect them to the LED light. The male portion of my orange jumper is then going to go to our last ground, which is located in the power section on the left column of our Arduino board. And again, this is going to be free because we are going to connect it to our LED light. Now that our Arduino board and relay are connected, it is time to download the Arduino application onto your computer. After you have downloaded Arduino, go to the address provided on the screen for a quick link to the Call Light program. Once the program is open on your screen, plug your USB AB cable into your computer and Arduino. Then select Tools on the top left of your screen and choose Search Arduino from the drop-down menu. Select Arduino Uno. Once you have selected Arduino, now you must return to the same drop-down menu to find the port. This Arduino uses COM7. Select Sketch, which is to the left of Tools in the upper left corner, and click Upload. Give the program a few seconds to upload the Call Light program onto your Arduino. If the program was successfully uploaded, you should see the words Done Uploading in the thick teal bar at the bottom left of the screen. You have now completed step 1 of your adapted call light system. The materials needed when creating the next part of our Amazon call light system are a soldering iron, solder, a wire strippers, a helping hand if you have one, a scissors, your LED light, your LED resistor. This is going to decrease the current that goes into the LED light so that it lasts longer. I'm using a 330 ohm resistor. And then your Arduino board and your relay that has already been connected. And a hollow insulator that I will show you in a little bit. Notice that our jumpers look a little different than when we had connected everything. That is because I used the wire stripper to take off the female portion of the wires. This is going to be connected to our LED light and our resistor. Also note, we need to first prepare the wires before beginning to solder. So first, we want to roll the copper wires so that they are more together. And this will just help with the conduction and making sure that your two wires don't touch when we bring them closer within the box. So both of mine have been rolled. I rolled this one previous. We are going to connect one of the wires to the LED light, just one of the prongs, and then one of the wires is going to go to the resistor. It doesn't matter which way. I'm going to connect my black wire to my resistor. So you just want to intertwine these two so that there's a good conduction between them. And again, this is going to reduce the current so your LED light lasts longer. Now we are going to put this copper onto the LED light. However, you first want to put a little bit of the insulator onto this wire. This is going to help it not be able to connect to this other portion of the wire when in the box. You don't want them to touch at all, otherwise your system will not work. So I'm going to first measure how much insulator I need. I want enough to cover the whole wire, about to there. So I'm going to need close to this much insulator. I take my scissors, cut that off, and I have my insulator. I'm going to put this onto the wire and just move it down, and that's okay. And then take the rest and put it onto one of the prongs of the LED light. Now we are going to begin to solder. Whenever you solder, please use caution. These irons get very, very hot. You want to make sure that you are using a very shiny soldering iron. Mine's a little dull. Take your solder. Lay your iron right underneath your solder. When it is ready, it will go throughout the wire. Done. We had put that insulator onto the wire before beginning. Move it upwards and have it encase your wire. Now this insulator is heat sensitive, so what I'm going to do is take my soldering iron and just run it along it. Your finished LED light should be attached to one resistor and one jumper. The resistor should then be attached to the remaining jumper. Notice how none of the wires are touching in this picture. Be sure to check your LED light before continuing with the project. If your LED light does not turn on after you power up your system, simply change the male portions of your jumpers
because the LED light receives current in only one way. The next clip will show you what you should be seeing if everything is connected correctly.
You can use a USB cord to power up the Arduino board, and two things will happen. First, you will see that there is power going to the relay system, and then you should see your LED light turn on. Now that our Uno board is connected to our relay system and our LED light is working correctly, we can complete our project. First, you want to start with your 1/4-inch mono plug, and this will plug into the wall at the facility that you are using this device at. Then you will need the 1/4-inch mono jack. A 1/4-inch mono plug will plug into the jack so that our device can remain manual if necessary. You will also need 2 multi-stranded thin gauge wires. These can be found at any of the sites that we have said earlier in the video, as well as your biomechanical department.
In preparation for completing our project, we also need to drill the holes for our LED light, 1/4-inch mono jack, power cord, and 1/4-inch mono plug. Remember, one of the ends needs to have only one hole for the LED light. This is important because the purpose of the LED light is to show when the call light has been activated and needs to be turned off in order to use again. On the opposite end of the LED light are 2 to 3 holes for the remaining cords. Example 1 is before attaching the exposed wires of the 1/4-inch mono plug cord to the multi-stranded thin gauged wires and relay module inside of the box. Then there is a small hole between the lid and the base of the box. Example 2 is after all wires have been soldered together and attached to the relay module and the power cord runs through the same hole. It is important to tie a knot in the 1/4-inch mono plug cord and the power cord to prevent the wires from being pulled out of the Arduino or relay and ruin the device. Now that our box is prepared and you have an idea of which example box you would like to use, it is time to prepare our wires for our relay. You can also place one side of your Velcro into the box. Place Velcro side by side and make sure it is larger than your relay and Arduino board to secure a good grip. If using box example 1, remember to feed your 1/4-inch mono plug cord through one of the pre-drilled holes. Also remember to knot the cord while leaving enough room to work with the exposed wires. Do this before proceeding in this process. After this is completed, take one of your multi-stranded thin gauge wires and one wire from your 1/4-inch mono plug cord. Twist these wires together and solder. Complete the same process with your remaining 2 wires. Place a heat shrink insulator on one of the combined wires to ensure that you will not have any interruptions in connection. Now that we have our wires ready, we can connect them to our relay. Use a flat tip screwdriver to loosen the normally open and common portions of the relay module. Insert one bundle of wires into the normally open portion and tighten the screw. Then insert the second bundle of wires into the common portion of the relay module and tighten. Now separate the free multi-stranded thin gauged wire from the 1/4-inch mono plug cord. The 2 free multi-stranded thin gauged wires can now be connected to the 1/4-inch mono jack. When connecting these wires to the mono jack, simply loop one wire through one hole and completely solder the wire and jack together so the hole on the jack is filled with solder. Complete this same process with your remaining wire. There will be one prong on the jack that is not used. The exciting part for any project is bringing it all together. Place one of your remaining Velcro pieces on the base of your Arduino board and place your Arduino board in the box. The placement of your Arduino board should be decided by the hole for your power cord that you have already drilled. Notice that I simply moved my Arduino board from the left to the right. Take your last piece of Velcro and place it onto the base of your relay and put the relay into the box. insert your LED light into your pre-drilled hole. You can better secure your LED light by using some hot glue around the edge. Place your 1/4-inch mono jack into the pre-drilled hole and fasten the nut and bolt. You can place a little glue onto the jack before fastening your bolt and nut to improve the bond. I created box example 2 in this video, so I have fed my power cord and 1/4-inch mono plug cord through the same hole after the LED light and jack were secured. Place the lid on your box and tighten your lid. Don't forget to include specific directions for the use of this device in a hospital or skilled nursing facility. The directions may be different based on the name you decide to give the device for the Amazon Echo being used. Also, don't forget to include your contact information because you have just become the expert in creating this device. Here are the close-up directions of how to use this device in a hospital or skilled nursing facility. The Smart Wi-Fi TP-Link is this device's connection to your Amazon Echo. You can set up and control your TP-Link through the Casa app. Thank you for watching the video of how to create a voice-controlled call light system using Amazon Echo.